Db2 Query Monitor. Negative SQL codes. Another popular feature of Query Monitor is the ability to view negative SQL codes, the SQL statement and the associated SQL CA message text. So navigate to SQL codes and you'll be presented with a view like this. So this shows the SQL codes for the selected intervals, the negative, and you can actually also collect positives if you want to. It's possible to group the SQL codes and drill down by various options. So you can, here I'm grouping by SQL code. You could also group by plan to view the SQL codes by plan instead, or it could be by package, auth ID, or correlation ID, or correlation name. Correlation name would be the translated correlation ID. So for instance, for a CICS transaction, it would be the transaction code. And finally, it's possible to just view a flat list of all the negative SQL codes in that selected interval. Let's go back to viewing by SQL code. And from here you can drill down either directly to the SQL codes, just select option S to go to the SQL codes, or you can drill down you can drill down by plan, so from SQL code to plan, and then you can keep drilling down. So you have sort of a similar way of drilling down as you have for the activity summaries. Query Monitor will show the number of occurrences in the right hand side here, so the number of different occurrences of the SQL code. There are some parameters in Query Monitor that limit how many are collected. That's one of the parameters. And if that number has been exceeded, you will see an asterisk next to the number of occurrences that indicates that that parameter has been exceeded. And if so, and this is common occurrence, you might want to increase the number of detailed records that can be collected per negative SQL code. Also note that Query Monitor has built-in logic to try to eliminate consecutive identical SQL codes. That happens within a short time interval. So maybe you have some kind of problem on the system and it'll just be spitting thousands of identical codes out, and they will be eliminated. Also note that in the workload profile you can include or exclude specific SQL codes. So for instance, your developers might be using -803 as a programming technique, so they do an insert first, and if you get the -803 they attempt an update, or a certain 500 SQL codes with the cursor might be a common technique, or -811 as well. And so you may want to just not collect those in your system, and then just have them excluded. Alright, so let's do a drill down. So let's take for instance a 471, and so we get the detailed list of the 471s. If you scroll to the right, you can also see the timestamp, and there are some additional information available. And once you have identified the record of interest, you can use the S statement to view the actual SQL statement, or the C line command to view the SQL CA error messages like this. Note that for negative SQL codes, Query Monitor does not log the host variables, but host variables are logged as part of exceptions. So please refer to the video on exceptions if you want to capture host variables for negative SQL codes.